Test Prep Pundits, a synonym for success, and a home to top 1% scores. Congratulations to Gutha Mandala for achieving SAT score 1570, Farah Khalil 1540, Kunal Varma 1510, and many more top 1% scores.
Join our summer premiere SAT and ACT program. Pay now. Start in summer and get 40% discount.
Contact us, info@testpreppundits.com, or call us 844-383-7844. Visit us, www.testpreppundits.com.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి గోల్డ్ ప్రామిస్ తో కురుస్తోంది బంగారు నాణాల వర్షం. గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్ ఆభరణాలు కొనుగోలు చేసి బంగారు నాణాలని ఉచితంగా తప్పకుండా పొందండి. త్వరపడండి, మీ దగ్గరలోని స్టోర్ కి వెళ్లి ప్రత్యేకమైన జ్యువెలరీ కలెక్షన్ ని ప్రత్యేకమైన ధరల్లో పొందండి. కేవలం మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ తో మాత్రమే.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్.
Hire international teachers who are well trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour. Or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info@testpreppundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం TTA ఆధ్వర్యంలో న్యూజెర్సీ కన్వెన్షన్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పో సెంటర్ లో మే 27 నుంచి మే 29 వరకు మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ నిర్వహించనున్నారు. మత్తెక్కించే మాటలు, ఆకట్టుకునే ఆటలు, పల్లవించే పాటలు,
కన్నులాంటి కన్నులున్న జున్నులాంటి పిల్ల, ఐ లవ్ యూ హారిక, నీ ప్రేమకే జోహారిక,
రూతలూగించే నృత్యాలు మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి ప్రత్యేక ఆకర్షణగా నిలవనున్నాయి. రసమయి బృందం జానపదాలు, పల్లె పదాలతో అలరించనుంది. మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి సుమా రవి తమ యాంకరింగ్ తో మరింత ఆకర్షణ తీసుకురానున్నారు. రాక్ స్టార్ దేవిశ్రీ ప్రసాద్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో ప్రముఖ గాయని గీతామాధురి, గాయని గాయకుల బృందం సంగీత విభావరి వీణుల విందుగా వినిపించనుంది. సుస్వరాల సునీత గానం మరో ప్రత్యేకం. కప్రిషియో బ్యాండ్ బాజా మోగనుంది. ఈవెంట్ లో నవ్వులు రువ్వే అదిరే అభి, రాకెట్ రాఘవ, జబర్దస్త్ కామెడీ షో స్పెషల్ అట్రాక్షన్. కమనీయంగా రమణీయంగా యాదాద్రి కళ్యాణం నిర్వహించనున్నారు. TTA స్టార్ హంటుతో పాటు ప్రేక్షకులకు కనువిందు చేసే ఎన్నో ప్రత్యేక కార్యక్రమాలు మీకోసం. మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం TTA అందరికీ సాదర స్వాగతం పలుకుతోంది. For more details, please visit www.ttaconvention.org.
PSAT. Do you have a middle school child? Are you aiming for top Ivy League colleges? Do you know how strong they are in academics? We have an innovative PSAT program for grades 6 through 9. We will help your child thrive in academics and get them to the top 1% of the nation. It's never too early to start. Join our prestigious PSAT program. For more information, contact us. info@testpreppundits.com or 844-383-7844.
Summer is the best time to boost your scores. Test Prep Pundits present Self-Prep SAT ACT course for just $199. Stellar digital curriculum, expert videos for every question. 15 full-length tests. Contact info at Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
Telugu ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ hello and welcome to yet another fabulous episode of the Talk Show with Experts. మనతో ఉన్నారు మన expert Rahul Reddy garu all the way from Prague today. Rahul Reddy garu, thank you so much for being on the show today, Andy.
Thank you for inviting me, Garu.
This program has been brought to you by the Test Prep Pundits, a home to the top 1% scores. They're conducting a free SAT and ACT boot camp on June 4th. Please check their website for further details. The program has been supported by Malabar Jewelers and Movers.com. Watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World Baby TV, and Dish Network. All right, Rahul Garu, all the way from Prague. And how's Prague? Actually, tell us a little
It's good. It's very exciting. Just first day today for roaming. We still have 2 more days here.
Awesome, Andy. All right. So while you're there, we'll start up, topic very fashionably early in Mata. So process to upgrade EB-3 to EB-2. Rahul, I know a lot of people converted to from EB-2 to EB-3, filing another 140. Can you please explain, sir, how this process of converting from EB-3 to EB-2 actually works?
Well, it's a group done by the State Department and also the USCIS, not moving the EB-2 dates properly. That's the reason why we all converted from EB-2 to EB-3, because they didn't, I don't know how they calculated. I mean, they live in the Mars and another party lives in the Venus. But anyway, they realize the reality. Oops, this is not the proper way. Can you guys right now convert? They're begging us to convert in from EB-3 to EB-2. Which we started converting though, but in January of 2022 though, they issued a new criteria to file from EB-3 to EB-2. For most of the people who have listened to TV Asia, even though their lawyers might have told them we are going to file amendment, we told them not to file the amendment, which most of them did not file the amendment. And if that is the case, though, your EB-2 I-140 is still active, even though you may have got the I-140 approval from the EB-3, your EB-2 is still active. All they need to is that they need to fill a form called I-485J supplement that need to be signed by the employer whose I-140 is approved, not any other employer.
Right.
And they need to mail it to the California address, though. Now, previously we were mailing it to where the 485 is pending, but they are now telling us to mail to California address, and then they are going to scan the same thing and make it available for the adjudication officers. So if you would send it to Texas, Nebraska National Benefit Center, though, they may not have that facility of doing it, though. The California, they do have the facility of scanning it, making available for the USCIS officials who are going to adjudicate it. Up to now, Nitya Garu, they are telling 11,000 applications were being received. Out of them, 5,000 were being processed for scanning. Now, I don't know what they mean by received, because sometimes they don't even open the packages. If they don't open the packages and put it in there, maybe that's not received according to them, though. Because according to us, when it's been received by the USCIS, that means it's received by them.
It is received, yeah.
But they don't act that way, though. So they may be that they have not yet issued the receipt notices for these rest of the people. But they said that up to 11,000 cases they have received it. That I'm assuming that means that they've issued a receipt notices, and out of which 5,000 cases were been already scanned and made them available for the USCIS officials. At least I see some positive news coming, Nitya Garu, because for about 3 to 4 months, I mean, from the time of January to April, we didn't heard any approvals at all, though. Starting from past 2 weeks, we started getting some approvals. The cases that we filed in January and February of 2022 for the upgrading, we started getting some approvals, not as significant, but we are starting getting some approvals, though.
Right.
I also request that when you're filing the 485J supplement to upgrade from EB-3 to EB-2, make sure in the letter that the lawyer or employer writes it, that they should include the family members too. Remember these baklavas, they don't live in this world. So when we can't send the 485J supplement we can't send the 485J supplement for the family members because
Right.
they are not part of the I-140 approval. But in the employer letter, the lawyers listed, they should specify that, it's not just this guy. It's just not Srinivas Rao. We need to also have Lakshmi Rao and the child, if the child is there who's filed the 485, need to be included. Their 485 receipt notices should be included. Their A number should be included, and their 485 receipt notice should be sent to the USCIS to include the entire family, though. We are still expecting, once we file the 485J, though, it's taking anywhere between 4 weeks to 8 weeks to get a receipt notice right now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think has changed? Like, it's gone from the lull to now you're seeing some approval. So what is it that has changed?
It's definitely this administration is far better than the Trump administration.
Okay.
They want to do it, but they don't know how to do it. For example, when they move the dates, they don't know how to move the dates because there are 290,000 applications. Next year, we're expecting about 140 plus 60,000 at least. And that means about easy up to 200,000 plus some more, maybe. We don't know whether between 60,000 and 100,000. So they should move the dates well in advance so that these cases will be getting adjudicated next year. If you try to take these cases next year, when are you going to get adjudicated? So they are unable to understand the process, though. I don't know where they come from because they need to see, according to their processing time, which is pending approximately around 22 months, 23 months, 22 months right now. Though. So, how are they going to process next year if they don't take applications? So definitely their intention is good, but they just are not smart enough.
Okay.
But we see some improvements because when they issued the notification of EB-3 to EB-2, begging us to file EB-2, converting it to EB-2, and also giving an address and the way they're doing, they have the intention, but we have to see if they're efficient enough.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. And on that note, let's start taking our callers because we have a ton of them waiting. Let's take our first caller for the day. Caller with phone number ending in 9197. We ready for you? 9197, Andy. Hello?
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 Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, we can hear you okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Rahul Reddy garu. Hi, Nitya garu. I have a quick question, Andy. Actually, I applied my 485 in January 2022 and I got my green card in May. So that means I got in 4 months.
Less than 6 months.
My employer have any right to withdraw within 180 days or something? That's I got my green card, right? Do I need to work for him?
For 2 more months or 3 more months? Absolutely not required. You can leave the company right now. Now, that's only because you got the green card, though. This is not applicable for the people. The 180-day rule is only if your 485 is pending and you want to move to a different employer. But if your green card is approved within 6 months, there is no 180-day rule. From now onwards, you can be a Microsoft CEO. You can flip a burger in McDonald's. You can do nothing, sit down at your home. But you can't be an immigration lawyer like me. The reason is that I don't want any competition. Or you can't be a marijuana seller. Now, the reason I tell you 2 of these things is that to be a lawyer, you need to be licensed. Marijuana is because it's a federally prohibited law. Man, I'm in Prague. There are marijuana stores everywhere here too. These 2 things you can't do that. But rest of all the 3 things, and you can do it.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, Andy. Yeah. So I can do, okay, the employer does not have any right to withdraw, right?
No, sir. They don't, your green card cannot be withdrawn. With you also, you have to fill a form. There is an entire process for you to withdraw the green card. Only you can withdraw the green card. Your lawyer cannot, the employer cannot, nobody. Even if you, all of a sudden, you feel all of a sudden, I want to withdraw my green card, send a letter to the immigration. No, letter is not enough. There is a form you need to fill. You need to sign it, okay? There is a different process for you to give up the green card, though. I don't want to go into that process. Only you can do it. And
Yeah.
there is a lengthy process. A lawyer like me can even charge you money for that. Okay.
So I don't want to. Yes, sir. Second question, sir. Just follow-up question, actually. So my lawyer suggests that he said that you need to work for your employer at least 6 months after approving the green card. Is that true or no?
That is not true at all. I mean, obviously, when I'm representing somebody, though, I would like you to work forever for my employer. I mean, that's what I would like. But when I'm your lawyer, I tell a different story. No, as far as the law is concerned, there is no such rule that you must work for 6 months after you get the green card. We'll go to the next caller.
What
Rahul Garu,
sir.
Rahul Garu, one follow-up on that, Andy. Is that possible if such an employee has signed a contract maybe with the employer?
As far as the immigration law is concerned, nothing. As I said, Nitya Garu, to this gentleman, there is a process of withdrawing the green card. Only he can withdraw it, and there is he needs to fill out a form. Just like the 485 form, there is a form to fill out, sign it. He needs to sign under the penalty of perjury and then submit it then. It's a lengthy process. We don't want to go through that. We'll go to the next caller.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much,
sir.
Andy. Bye, Andy.
All right. Let's take our next caller. And in the meantime, question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Srinivas Brahmandami. Okay. Son's age is 18 years and he's on an H4 studying in University College. Can he apply for a scholarship from the university?
Depends on what scholarship he's speaking about. If the scholarship is for the non-citizens and non-green card holders, he can apply. For example, scholarship can be even given for the people who are in India coming on F1 visa. There are a lot of scholarship. So as long as he's not claiming to be a green card holder, as long as he's not claiming to be a citizen, he can. So particularly since he graduated high school from USA, though, he needs to be very careful in the forms. And these people are a little bit more aggressive when filling out these forms, though. My son says, Dad, why don't you say your income is less than $30,000 or $40,000? I said, no, I can't say that. I just need an email from you. I'm going to get the money. No, I'm not going to send an email to you. Fortunately, I make more money. Thanks for all our clients. These kids may be a little bit more aggressive, though. I want to make sure that he doesn't do anything wrong.
Just be aware of it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy.
Going to the first caller, Nitya Garu.
Yes, sir.
We are noticing a lot more green card approvals in the past 3 to 4 weeks, and a lot more approvals of the green card.
Okay.
You can go to the next caller.
Awesome, Andy. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller. Caller with phone number ending in 2259. We're ready for you, Andy. Caller with phone number ending in 2259. Please press *6 to unmute your line. Hello? Caller with number ending in 2259. Hello, sir?
Hello. Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have 2 questions regarding F1. Previously, my daughter came on H4. At that time, she got in birth date, we put a different name. After that, we changed her name. And then she's in USA from past 6 years. But we never mentioned her name in the old name in the DS-160. Now she is going for F1. We need to mention the old name because with the old name, she has first passport. After that, she got 3 passports with a new name.
What's the old name? What's the new name, though? Because if you just say that A has been taken off, A has been added, that's a different issue.
No, because her first name is Vrunda Reddy, and then after that we changed to Sri Vaishnavi Reddy.
Ooh. Okay, in the DS-160 form, when she goes there, though, she needs to fill out all other names used. So in there, she needs to use Brinda Reddy, though. The other thing that I may want you to do is to actually officially change the name from all these 3 things to a third name instead of Sri Vidya something else. The reason is that it may, at a later point of time, birth certificate says Brinda, and now it's Srividya, it may get confusion though. Can you go back and change the birth certificate, or you cannot? How did you change in India? Did you publish a gazette, or how was it changed?
No, my daughter born in 2002. అప్పుడు పుట్టినప్పుడు మేము బృందారెడ్డి అని పెట్టినాం. తర్వాత 1-2 years లో మేము బర్త్ సర్టిఫికేట్ తీసుకున్నాము. తర్వాత శ్రీ వైష్ణవి రెడ్డి అని పేరు పెట్టినాం.
శ్రీ వైష్ణవి రెడ్డి ఎప్పుడు నుంచి ఎన్ని ఆమె పుట్టిన తర్వాత ఎన్నేళ్ల తర్వాత శ్రీ వైష్ణవి రెడ్డి అని పెట్టినాం?
1-2 years లో పెట్టినాం.
మీరు స్కూల్ పోయినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు బర్త్ సర్టిఫికేట్ అడతారు కదా, అప్పుడు ఎట్లా మేనేజ్ చేసిన అక్కడ స్కూల్లో, కిండర్ గార్డెన్ లో?
అప్పుడు శ్రీ వైష్ణవి స్కూల్ పోయే లోపల శ్రీ వైష్ణవి రెడ్డి అని పెట్టేసాం.
మీరు పెట్టగానే కాదండి, వాళ్ళు బర్త్ సర్టిఫికేట్ అడుగుతారు కదా ఇండియాలో.
ఆ బర్త్ సర్టిఫికేట్ లో కూడా శ్రీ వైష్ణవి రెడ్డి అనే ఉంది. ఏమంటే బృందారెడ్డి అని ఫస్ట్ పాస్పోర్ట్.
I got it. So birth certificate has been changed to Sri Vaishnavi Reddy. That's good. So you're able to change that. Now the best thing right now for her to do it, whenever she fills any immigration forms, she just needs to mention that she also used as Brinda Reddy. In that way, the confusion will be solved. And if there is any inquiry, we can always say that name has been changed after the passport has been taken. And you can show the birth certificate, she'll be good. All other names used, Brinda Reddy, that will save us.
Yeah, but in DS1, she came 2 times USA on H4.
That's fine.
You have other names.
Even if you have not mentioned it previously, mention it going forward.
Okay, now she is going from H4 to F1. If we mention the Sri Vaish old name,
she will not
create any problem.
It will not create any problem. The other advice that I do give it, I don't know why she's going outside the country to get the F1 stamping. She should try to get it here itself though. But that's the next topic. Okay. We'll go to the next person, please.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And then I have one more question. She is doing her bachelor's in University of Washington.
We have 2 question limit. We'll give a chance next time. Okay. Sorry about that. And
okay, thank you. Thank you, Nityananda.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, please continue calling us back next week as well. And let's take our next caller.
One of the things I was suggesting him was that I didn't want to debate with him, because it's up to him what he wants to do. Because when you go for F1 visa, these children need to convince the consulate that they are going to return back to their home country when they complete their education. And these 18-year-old kid who have lived here for 10 plus years, they don't know what their home country is. So when the consulates are going to ask, when are you going to return to the home country? Hey, I'm asking F1 visa to go to my home country. That's the answer the students are giving. So, and that's a basic principle. So there is a chance for rejection. These people need to be careful and try to apply within USA. That will be the best option for them.
Got it. Makes sense, sir. All right, let's take our next caller, Andy. All right, caller with number ending in 4072. We're ready for you now. Caller with number ending in 4072. Hello? All right, please press *600 to unmute your line. And in the meantime, question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Krishna Reddy. Big shout out. He wrote letters to the senator. So he says filed 485 in EB-2 May 9th. Priority date is May 2014. Received receipts May 19th from National Benefit Center. When can I expect the biometrics, and should I expect a GC within 6 months? Have you noticed any patterns?
Well, you remember the first caller, he applied in January, got in May. Especially if it goes to National Benefit Center though. Does he have a chance of getting the green card within 6 months? He does has though. I mean, I have to say he does have. I would say that he has about 25 to 30% chance that he may get the green card within 6 months. There's a 25 to 30% chance. But with regards to if he doesn't get it, is there any way to expedite it? Most of the questions come in. There is no way that I know of to expedite. Contact Congressman not working, Ombudsman not working, service request not working, court litigation not working. So I don't know of any other methods that can work for expediting though. As far as the biometrics is concerned, it can be anywhere between 1 month from the time of filing all the way to 2 years. Even in National Benefit Center there are. But most of the cases in the National Benefit Center, you will get a biometrics anywhere between 2 months to 6 months.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. Thank you, Rahul Garu. Let's take our caller, Randy. Caller with phone number ending in 4072. We're ready for you now. Please press *6, Randy, to unmute your line. Hello? Hello? Caller with number ending in 4072, Andy. All right. Let's put the caller on hold. We'll try to... 1 second.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me a chance. So, hi, Nitya Garu, and how are all ready? I'm calling here today to thank you because I got my green card last week.
Oh, yay!
Thank you. Congrats.
Yeah. So, just wanted to check with you. Is it okay to do 2 jobs on green card now?
My wife gets 8 W-2s. Well, that's the reason I'm here in Prague.
Okay.
Yeah. Sir, I thought you were actually calling us to find out where we live so you can send us like some, chocolates or, some wine or something like that. And you're asking about your job. What is this, sir?
Yes, you can do 2 jobs.
Sure.
Absolutely.
You guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. You have helped us so much that,
Thank you. Your words are good. Thank you, sir. Yeah. But you can do multiple jobs, not 2. You can do 7, especially in the medical field, though. These people get a lot of W-2s, though. I mean, a lot of W-2s. Yeah. They go to hospital there. They go to this hospital there. They get a lot of W-2s. Nothing wrong. And you guys can do it.
But different employer, same employer also we can do, right? Different employer,
same employer, it's the same job, one job. I mean, they may have different clients. That's fine. Yes, you can do same employer, multiple jobs. Different employer, multiple jobs. You can do anything you want to. Remember, don't be an immigration lawyer. Don't be a marijuana seller. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Wish you best of luck. Next person.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Rahul Garu, you need to stop mentioning an immigration lawyer even as an option, Andy, because I think, subconsciously you're planting that thought in their mind, oh, okay, that is even an option for us right now,
Why not?
Right.
Why not?
Yeah. Hey, you just said you need to be there in Prague and, showing us all these amazing sculptures, right? All right. Yeah. Okay. Jokes apart, let's take our next caller, Andy. And question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from SJB Dawn. Says, thank you very much for help and support. Last week to my question, Mr. Rahul said it's good news if it was moved to NBC. And actually, this is not so much a question. Apparently, his green cards were also approved. So thank you again. So SJB Dawn, thank you so much, sir, for getting back to us. We're always happy to hear our viewers have
our audience is going down. Have you been noticed? Think about what was there in in June of 2021 to right now. The number of audience watching is going down. It's because these people are getting the green card. That's very good, though.
Now I'm worried.
No, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. Yeah.
No, hopefully there's going to be more influx and more youngsters who are going to be coming in and being like, okay, we need our green card, so what do we do? So start watching our show. Please tell every youngster, you got to watch the show, okay? All right, let's take our next caller. Caller. Okay, caller with phone number ending in 5497. We're ready for you. Caller with 5497 with phone number ending in 5497. We're ready for you. Hello? Caller with number ending in 5497, Andy. We're ready for you. Hello? All right, let's put the caller on hold. We'll revisit this number. Let's take our next caller. Question for you in the meantime, Rahul Garu. Challa Sharma says, can you explain why case remains in the pending status applied to 485, even though a 485J has been applied for EB-2? Under what circumstances can this happen?
What is happening, Nitya Garu, is that not case remain pending. What they're telling is they are not processing the case because the priority date is not current for them, though. That's a surprising thing, even though after the 485J supplementary receipt notice has been issued, though. Mm-hmm. Yet their case is not being shown as if that it's an EB-2. It's still showing as an EB-3. Now, I don't know. Remember, Nitya Garu, I told you that out of 11,000 cases that are receipted, 5,000 were being made ready for the USCIS officials. That means 6,000 people were still not made ready, scanned and made ready for the officer. It could be that these people might have been issued the receipt notices, but they have been not scanned properly and put properly, saying that this gentleman is under EB-2, not under EB-3. That might be the reason. I'm recommending people to contact the Ombudsman's office. You can Google it out, Ombudsman's office, Department of Homeland Security. Okay, you Google that out. There is a case assistance. You can fill out online form. It will take about 10 minutes for you. And tell the Ombudsman's office, look, my priority date is EB-2. I even got the I-140 approval, 485J supplement. This baklava guys have approved my I-140 under EB-2. These baklava guys have given me the 485J supplement. But they are telling us I'm an EB-3. Please make sure that these people can use their own approval that they given to me, their own 485J supplement to put me under EB-2. So that's what you need to do it when you go to the Ombudsman. And it may work. We started doing it. These things started popping up in the only past 1 month. But that's a suggestion that we do, Nitya Garu, at this point of time. Okay. But keep watching us. We may change our opinion if there is anything else that comes out. We'll let you know.
Yes. This is like watching like every trip to like Disneyland or something like that. Every trip you find something new only. So every week we keep getting some new thing from USCIS and Mata.
That's the reason why. Well, that's the reason people, if you have not got the green card yet, though, okay, you guys need to watch our show every week. We're going to update you. The questions we are taking are questions live that come up, and that's something that we get a feedback. You need to listen what's going on with other people too. And this is the only show that is conducted, more audiences are there, more feedback is there, more live show is there. Only TV Asia is doing that.
Thank you, sir. So one more follow-up that I had, which I saw a few people asking. So now they've got their green cards, it's time to start applying for your citizenship. Is that something that they apply through their company, or is that something they do on their own?
They do apply by their own. Company has no involvement, none at all.
None at all.
And Nitya Garu, normally when people call me and say, Rahul, can you apply for citizenship? I said, it's an online application. Just fill it out, buddy. Why do you need a lawyer? Now, there are some things where I request them to go. If you have single absence of more than 6 months, that means at one time you have gone for more than 180 days. Now, if you plan to do that, though, I would strongly recommend that you check with a lawyer before you do that, okay? But if you have more than 180 days on a single stretch outside the country, though, definitely advise them to go through a lawyer. If there is any criminal history, arrest other than traffic tickets, regular traffic tickets, they should go. They should go with a lawyer. But 95% of them, Tom, Dick, and Harris, they fill online. I mean, there's nothing wrong they can do in that application, even if they want to do it. Let's say if they say that they mark it like they are criminal, they'll ask you, do you have a criminal record? Then at that point of time, you can change that. So yeah, there is nothing wrong. A lot of people contact us, citizenship. I have other better things to do rather than filing your signature.
You're never getting that mansion, you know that, right? Just so
that's
so
okay. I can look at it. I'm able to view it. It's equal to getting it.
All right. Okay, on that note, let's take a quick short break. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Test Prep Pundits, a synonym for success, and a home to top 1% scores. Congratulations to Gutha Mandala for achieving SAT score 1570, Farah Khalil 1540, Kunal Varma 1510, and many more top 1% scores.
Join our summer premiere SAT and ACT program. Pay now. Start in summer and get 40% discount.
Contact us, info@testpreppundits.com, or call us, 844-383-7844. Visit us, www.testpreppundits.com.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి గోల్డ్ ప్రామిస్ తో కురుస్తోంది బంగారు నాణాల వర్షం. గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్ ఆభరణాలు కొనుగోలు చేసి బంగారు నాణాలని ఉచితంగా తప్పకుండా పొందండి. త్వరపడండి. మీ దగ్గరలోని స్టోర్కి వెళ్లి ప్రత్యేకమైన జ్యువెలరీ కలెక్షన్ ని ప్రత్యేకమైన ధరల్లో పొందండి. కేవలం మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ తో మాత్రమే.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్.
Hire international teachers who are well trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour, or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info at Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం టీటీఏ ఆధ్వర్యంలో న్యూజెర్సీ కన్వెన్షన్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పో సెంటర్ లో మే 27 నుంచి మే 29 వరకు మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ నిర్వహించనున్నారు. మత్తెక్కించే మాటలు, ఆకట్టుకునే ఆటలు, పల్లవించే పాటలు,
కన్నులాంటి కన్నులున్న చిన్నులాంటి పిల్ల ఐ లవ్ యూ హారిక నీ ప్రేమకి జోహారిక,
రూతలూగించే నృత్యాలు మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి ప్రత్యేక ఆకర్షణగా నిలవనున్నాయి. రసమయి బృందం జానపదాలు, పల్లె పదాలతో అలరించనుంది. మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి సుమా రవి తమ యాంకరింగ్ తో మరింత ఆకర్షణ తీసుకురానున్నారు. రాక్ స్టార్ దేవిశ్రీ ప్రసాద్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో ప్రముఖ గాయని గీతామాధురి, గాయని గాయకుల బృందం సంగీత విభావరి వీణుల విందుగా వినిపించనుంది. సుస్వరాల సునీత గానం మరో ప్రత్యేకం. కప్రిషియో బ్యాండ్ బాజా మోగనుంది. ఈవెంట్ లో నవ్వులు రువ్వే అదిరే అభి, రాకెట్ రాఘవ, జబర్దస్త్ కామెడీ షో స్పెషల్ అట్రాక్షన్. కమనీయంగా రమణీయంగా యాదాద్రి కళ్యాణం నిర్వహించనున్నారు. టీటీఏ స్టార్ హంటుతో పాటు ప్రేక్షకులకు కనువిందు చేసే ఎన్నో ప్రత్యేక కార్యక్రమాలు మీకోసం. మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం టీటీఏ.
Let's not waste any time. Let's get on to our callers right away, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Caller with phone number ending in 5497. We ready for you now? Hello?
Hello. Thank
Hello,
you,
sir.
Garu and Rahul Reddy garu for giving me this opportunity.
Sure, sir.
Thanks, Andy.
So actually, I did downgrade from EB-3 to EB-2, and in February I filed the interfile to EB-2, and actually my status in EB-3 receipt actually it got updated recently, saying that visa number is not currently available.
Yeah, we just addressed the same. Yeah, we just addressed the same thing, Andy. So I want you to contact the Ombudsman's office, and in the Ombudsman's office there is a case assistance. You need to request in the case assistance. Look, this Baklava USA has approved my I-140 under EB-2. They have given me the 485J supplement receipt notice. Now they are telling the visa numbers are not available. So you mention it to the Ombudsman's office. They should take action on it. That's all I can suggest to you at this point of time. And keep watching our channel, and if there is any updates on that, I will let you know.
Sure, Rahul Reddy garu. I have one more question, Rahul Reddy garu. So my EB-2 interfile receipt, there was employer name got misspelled. So I submitted a service now request.
That's okay. That's not needed though. Service request, that's not needed. You're fine. If the employer name is misspelled, it's not a big deal for you. You should still get the green card, okay? If they have issued receipt notice, you're in good shape.
Okay.
We'll go to the next one.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
All right, let's take our next caller.
Somebody was asking where Prague is. Prague is in Czech Republic. It used to be Czechoslovakia before. Now it's Czech Republic.
Right. How are things out there, sir?
Good. Very good. Cool climate for running though.
Oh, nice. Okay. Are you there for a marathon?
No.
Okay.
No, I do runs there, but not marathon.
Awesome. Okay. All right, sir. Let's take our next caller and question for you in the meantime, Rahul Garu. This is from Ravi Remella. Says downgraded EB-2 to EB-3 in November 2020. Priority date is December of 2013. Received EADs. Dependents used EAD for work. Main applicant hasn't used the EAD. Still on H-1B and with employer. EB-2 current in June of 22. Should I refile or interfile?
Interfile, not refile. You don't want the green card to be approved for you and leave your family out.
Family out. Okay.
Unless you want to get rid of your wife.
Unless that's what they want. Yeah.
Yeah. Interfile, not refile. Because your spouse and children have used the EADs, it's not good for you. Because if you get the EB-2 and they are not joined in, because you can't file their 485, it's not good at all. We'll go to the next question.
All right. Caller, please. Next caller. Caller with phone number ending in 4044. We ready for you? Caller with number ending in 4044. Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Sir.
Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you, both of you, for your time. So
Sure, sir.
I have two questions, actually. So before I ask them, just a brief context, so you might be able to answer better. So I used to work for a consulting firm before 2019, and I had my I-140 approved in 2016, and my priority date is December 2nd, 2014. Now, after 2019, I switched employer, and I moved as a full-time employee. In 2021, they went ahead and started my green card process. But unfortunately, in 2022, I realized that they had filed under EB-3, even
Come
though
on.
for EB-2. So
Okay.
I don't know. There was some confusion between the manager and the attorney, but they have agreed to refile under EB-2, but they have started the process from the wage determination. So my first question is, could they have reused my previous wage determination, or
No.
is it
No.
mandatory to
No,
file?
they cannot use it because they said the minimum requirement in there, they said, is definitely not bachelor's plus 5 or master's degree though. If they would have said the prevailing wage would maybe could have been different. So no, they cannot use the prevailing wage. You have to file the prevailing wage again. Did you ever contact the old company at any time, the consulting company?
Yeah, I'm still in touch with them. Yes.
They can file
So,
the green
yeah,
card for
so-
you when the priority date becomes current though.
Okay. Yeah, that was actually my second question, which is do they have to again file from the perm, or they could just go ahead file 485 if I plan to move?
Direct 485. If they have not withdrawn the I-140, direct 485. In the meantime, I want you to file something called FOIA, USCIS. Okay? I want you to file, get a copy of the I-140 petition of the previous company. Though. The reason I want you to do it is that just you will come to know if they have ever withdrawn that application. Because if they withdrawn it, then they have to file an I-140 again. If they have not, they can directly file the 485. And the other thing is that if your consulting company are in good terms with you, they can file a 485 even if you're not working for the company. Even while you're working for this company, which is not treating you very good, they can still file the green card for you.
Okay. May I know the firm name, sir, once again?
It's called FOIA, USCIS. Type it, and you will get a Google. You'll get and then you can. It's called Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, USCIS, and it takes 10 minutes. It's online. It's free for you. Okay. We'll go to the next caller.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for calling. All right, let's take our next
I want
caller.
to add something.
Sorry, Andy.
I want to add something, Andy, that the reason why, even though when the EB-3 was moving, we advised all the people to file labor certification on EB-2 because the EB-2 labor can be used for EB-3 or EB-2. But EB-3 labor can never be used for EB-2. We'll go to the caller.
All right. Caller with phone number ending in 2967. We ready for you? Hello? Caller with phone number ending in 2967. Hello?
Hi, Nitya Garu and Rahul Garu. Can you hear me?
Hi, sir. We can hear you. Sir, do you mind muting your TV volume?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for taking my call. So,
Sure thing, sir.
So I have a previous PD with my previous employer, June 2012. And recently, with the current employer, I have approved I-140 under EB-3, and my priority date has been carried properly over there with the current employer, and then even applied I-485 along with that back in September concurrently. No EAD, no advance payroll.
September of
right
2021, you mean to say? September of 2021.
Right, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
And then now, very recently, like a month back in April, applied for the EB-2 I-140 as a fresh application with the same.
Is it
firm,
with the?
which
Is
was
it with the?
qualified.
Is it? It's with the same company that you're working with right now, which filed 485 in September of 2022. Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Right. Yeah. And I received a receipt notice for that too, but I see the priority date on the receipt is having the not carrying the previous priority date.
Ignore it. Ignore it.
Like
It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. Not a big deal though. Did you try to convert into premium processing?
I'm doing it in a week.
Do it.
Yeah.
Even though on the I-140, even though on the I-140 receipt notices, in the receipt notice, the priority date is not properly reflecting, there is a very good chance that on the I-140 is approved though, at that point of time, it will be properly reflected though. Because these are clerical people though. These are not adjudicating officers who gives the receipt notice. So when they give a receipt notice, they look into the labor certification approval. Labor certification approval. There you go. They punch in the date. So I'm not worried for you right now. The good news for you is right now, the I-140 premium processing, they're accepting for every case. There are less than 1% of the time they're not accepting. Previously, almost like 60% of the time, they were accepting, 40% of the time they were rejecting. In some of the cases, we filed like 15 times. But now every case gets accepted. Unless they have mistakenly moved the file somewhere else, they will accept the premium processing for you. That's a very good news for you.
Yeah, that's good. And even my I-485 got transferred to NBC from Texas after I filed the EB-2.
I-1. So, it could be a very good sign for you. That particular priority date, you can ignore it, file the premium processing, and make sure you requested the premium processing thing that the approval should reflect the proper date.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the attorney has requested for the case inquiry.
I would not do all those things. I would not do all those things. At the time when I file a premium processing, I will request them just to put the proper date. But you'll be fine. Okay. We'll go to the next call, Andy.
All right.
Okay,
thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right, let's take our next caller. And in the meantime, question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Sridhar Buligonda. Says, my priority date is July 2014, downgraded from EB-2 to EB-3, EB-3 I-140 and EAD advanced parole have been approved. My son's age is 13 years. Does his age get locked when I do interfiling?
Yes, because if, assuming that the interfiling goes through though, because that's another aspect that we normally, there is no guaranteed way of EB-2 getting accepted. There's no guaranteed way though.
Right.
But he is definitely safe in interfiling because if it's accepted, which most of the time it will be, then he's safe because as of June of 2022, which is going to be just a week after now, his I-140 is approved because the dad's I-140 is approved. 485 has been filed. Adjustment of status has been pending. The kid is still under 21. All four things are checked out. So he would be considered, his age would be considered EB-2 if the EB-2 is considered, which they should consider EB-2. So I would say for this particular gentleman, you have nothing to lose, only to gain. And you should not fear, in this particular case, you should not fear for your child's age out because it will still be locked. It will not be a problem. Now, I want to be very careful on this one though, because if the final action date is not current, my words are not right. But in this case though, in June of 2022, his final action dates are current. So that's the reason I'm suggesting him to file the 485J supplement.
Got it. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller in the meantime. All right, caller with phone number ending in 2754. We're ready for you. Number ending in 2754. Hello. Please press *600 to unmute your line. Caller with number ending in 2754. Hello. *6 nokandi, please, to unmute your line. Hello?
Yeah, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hello? Okay, yeah. Thank you, Rahul Garu and Nikya Garu, for taking my call and helping us. So, okay, Rahul Garu, my priority date is August 2014. Okay, so this is regarding my kids aging kind of issue. Okay, so my priority date is 2014. So initially, EB-2 to EB-3 downgraded.
EB-2 to EB-3, you filed
2020.
somewhere in October 2020, yes.
Exactly, as an amended petition. So my attorney did as an amended petition. So later we got our advance parole and EAD combo card for 1 year, and now so they even now that also expired, and even I got renewed. Even we got the renewal advance parole. EAD.
Got it.
Not that one. So just EAD. For 2 years we got it. Okay. So my EB-3 I-140 also approved in 6 months time. Usually just normal way, just approved in 6 months time period. Okay. So now my priority date is in EB-2. It is current in June. So my son turned in 21 in August 2021. Now my son's age is 21 years 9 months. Actually, he is in F1. Since I think 19 years he's in F1. So he's completely.
Okay, I would suggest I would suggest you though. I would suggest you to consult a lawyer privately, though, because these are two sensitive matters. There are too much timelines involved in it. I would suggest you to consult a lawyer, because it's going to take a long time for me to analyze to make sure if your son is saved under Child Service Protective Act. Like the previous guy, the guy is 13. I can easily judge that, and especially his final action date is correct. My problem with you is that your EB-2 is final action date is current, but you have filed an amendment. This lawyer filed an amendment, and we TV Asia people told these lawyers not to. Well, they are not our audiences anyway. So definitely I would like you to consult a lawyer privately. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Rahul. So my attorney is suggesting to refile now. So that's what he is suggesting now.
How can you, first of all, how can you refile? How can you refile on an amendment? USCIS has clearly indicated now that if you have filed an amendment and if your EB-3 I-140 is approved, your EB-2 I-140 is no longer valid. They have clearly mentioned it right now. Previously, when we are suggesting that in September of 2020, we know that they would do it. But now they said they will do it. The previous I-140 is no longer valid according to them. So if you want to consider to refile, though, first of all, you need to file I-140 again under EB-2.
However, in online USCIS case check, right, it is still showing
you do not look into
is approved.
No. You look into the instructions of the USCIS. In the online, you don't look into that. You look into the instructions. They have clearly mentioned now, about 3 months ago, they mentioned it. If your EB-3 I-140 is approved, your underlying I-140 is no longer valid. We'll go to the next caller, please.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's take our next caller. And in the meantime, question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Riaz Shark. Says, I would like to know if there is any process to correct some information on a 485 application.
Yes, there is a way to do it. It's called interfiling. That's what we do. That's what when we convert from EB-3 to EB-2, it's also called interfiling. There are a lot of times we do interfile medicals. There are a lot of times that information, some of the information, some people say, I'm criminal. And I say, you're not criminal. Why did you click yes? I don't know. I just clicked everything yes. Are you terrorist? Yes. Are you criminal? Yes. Have you been arrested? Yes. There are people who've been it. It's okay. If it's a small correction though, I normally tell people to send a correction request. It's called interfiling, and you can look into the instructions, how we instructed on the medical filing, follow the same instructions. If it's a major correction that requires, for example, one client, he filed 485. For some reason, he answered yes to everything. Are you a criminal? Yes. Are you been arrested? Yes. Are you deported? Yes. Your visa rejected? Yes.
It was yes day.
Yes, everything
my
is said
God.
yes. So definitely what we did is that we wrote a letter, we got him sign the 485, we have him write an affidavit saying that those are all the wrong information by mistake is given, and then they honored those things. I mean, he was being interviewed because once you click that you have been arrested, cited, or convicted of any crime, they are going to interview most of the time. So we explained it. We took another 485 form though, instead of just saying. So for example, if his dad's name is misspelled, mom's name is misspelled, I would just not send a form of I-485, just send a letter to them interfiling, look, my mom's name is not Lakshmi Vati, it's Lakshmi, whatever it is, Peda Lakshmi, Chin Lakshmi, whatever it is, and then you mention it, and then you send a letter to them.
But sir, I'm just curious, like how did they finally say okay to this person though? Really?
You'll be very surprised, and there were people asking question of citizenship, how long you can file the citizenship, and the answer to that is actually it's 4 years and 90 days before you're 5 years. If you're not married to a U.S. citizen, 90 days. But a lot of people, when they do mistakes and they file 91 days. Or FedEx 92 days before. Then the USCIS will keep their file for 1.5 years and deny. You'll be very surprised, Nitya Garu, when some of the time what happens is that especially when the officer comes there. I mean, there are so many times I go to the interview and they ask the person in the citizenship, like, have you ever visited after filing the 485? And the person says no. And I went in the same car with that lady and she said she went to visit to India. And I told that's okay, they will ask this question, you answered yes to this question. And she says no. I never traveled after filing the 485. And then I give, I said, I raised a hand and I said to officer, can I ask the question to my client? I said, yes. Have you ever visited outside the country after you filed this 485? She said, no. I said, like,
oh my God.
And then I said, in the car when we are coming together, did you not tell me that you visited it? Oh yeah, I did. And there are sometimes in the back at one point of time, 40 of the H-1B people who have been arrested. I represented most of them. This was a long time ago. Some of my clients, they have written affidavits saying that they are illegally working.
Oh my God.
Because on the passport, it says H4. So the officer says, your H4 visa, you can't work. She says, okay, I can't work. So sign an affidavit, I can't work. I mean, she has a H-1B approval, change of status approval. In the panic when she's been detained with both hands, people do it. So yes, there are a lot of times things happen. There are easy ways to correct it. These are just clerical errors that can be easily corrected, not a problem.
A very optimistic client at the But on that note, let's move on. Caller with phone number ending in 1811. We're ready for you now. Caller with number ending in 1811. Hello?
Hello? Are you able to hear me?
Hello. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Sir, you've gone on mute. Please press *600 to unmute your line. Hello?
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. You're back on.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Nitya Garu. Thank you. I have one quick question. So while downgrading AYS from EB-3 to EB-2, I have given my date of birth certificate which has half printed and half handwritten, and no affidavit sent at that time. So after a few weeks, I asked my parents to get the computerized date of birth certificate.
𝐒𝐇𝐎𝐖.
From the municipality. Yeah, they got it, the new certificate. But
125 rupees.
When they're given the new certificate, when they given new certificate, they have taken my old certificate. But I have given that old Xerox copy to them. So and also I didn't give any affidavit. Will they give an RFE for that?
No, there is a very slight chance that they will give an RFE for it though. If by any chance if they give an RFE, you can also mention that now I went back, I got this computerized 𝐒𝐶𝐶, especially in the Telugu states, thanks to Chandrababu Naidu. You paid 125 rupees, you get the 𝐒𝐶𝐶, you don't even have to go to the government office nowadays. That's so easy. Yeah, you got this one, they will believe it. Nothing wrong, nothing wrong. 95% of the time or 98% of the time, you would not get an RFE. If you get an RFE, it's easy to explain, not a problem.
And also,
if they give RFE, should I send new date of birth certificate and affidavit or just affidavit?
Absolutely, you should send the new date of birth and explain them. Look, it was the old system. Now I got in the new system, and you can explain them in a small letter. That will be fine.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravi.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. And in the meantime, sir, this comes back to your question about the green card and citizenship thing. A question from Vijaya Vishwanath says, how many years to wait to apply?
I think so. I addressed that.
Yes.
Before, yeah.
Yeah. So you said 5, sir. Is that correct?
Yeah, 5 years. 90 days before 5 years. If you're not married to your citizen, 90 days. I normally recommend 85 days because I don't know how to calculate the 90 days. So 85 days is more safer.
Okay. All right. Let's take our next caller, Andy. All right. Caller with phone number ending in 5937. We're ready for you. Caller with number ending in 5937. Hello? Sir or ma'am, please press *600 to unmute your line.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Hi.
Please go ahead.
Hi, Nitya garu. Hi, Rahul garu. Thank you. Sir, my question, I have my perm in EB-2 in NY location, which is New York. And then last year, on August 18th, 2021, I filed concurrently my 140, 485 and all those. And nothing changed on my case, no EAD, no advanced payroll, and I also didn't do any interfiling. So now I am eligible for AC-21. So now I am planning to move to location Alpharetta, right? Now, the question I have is, after moving to Alpharetta, down the line, if EB-3 doesn't progress, will I be able to interfile to EB-2?
You're working with the same companies, right?
Yeah, it is the same company, same role, everything is same.
Okay, so your I-140 is approved or not?
My I-140 is approved in EB-3. Right.
EB-3.
Right.
So why are you, first of all, why are you not interfiling? Why are you waiting?
My priority date is February 17, 2012. So I'm just 1 month away from the current date. So I'm just waiting.
Okay. Okay. First of all, you should interfile. If you're not refiling, you should interfile. Second thing is that, is this a consulting company job or is it a full-time job?
It is a full-time job.
Okay. Listen to me very carefully. Here is where people do the mistake. Even though you have moved to Alpharetta, Georgia, you may have bought a big home of $1 million there in Alpharetta, Georgia. You may have a permanent home, a permanent work from home where you will sit down, and that's the option they have given. Let me tell you, your intention should be, and listen carefully, should be to go back to New York once you get the green card. Did you get my point? And I'm not asking you the question, I'm advising you. That should be your intention, okay? And if you keep expressing the intention to the HR, to the lawyers of the company, I don't want to move to New York. I will never ever go to the cold climate. I'm never going to leave my $1 million home in Alpharetta, Georgia. Okay? Then what we will do is, we will have filed the entire labor certification for you. We will file an I-140 and then do the interfiling. Okay? And I can buy a mansion if I have the clients who will tell like that. But if your intention is, no, I am going to eventually move back to New York. Okay? That's about it. I'm just staying temporarily in Atlanta. Okay, can you give that in writing? Okay, you give that in writing. Okay, you're good. You do not need, you can do interfiling without any problem. But if you cry like a baby and say, I never move back to New York, I will always be in Alpharetta, you're only making us rich and wasting your time. Okay?
Got it. Okay.
That's very important when you communicate to the HR. That's very important when you communicate to the lawyer of the company.
Okay. So I have to tell them I have the intention to move back.
It's not, no. Not you're going to tell them. You have the intention, period. Don't.
Okay.
When you, okay. This is what somebody tells them. The best actor, you will never know that guy is an actor.
Sure.
Okay. So so now, having said that, once you get the green card, if you don't fulfill the promise of going to New York, this is going to happen to you. If you don't fulfill the promise, your green card will be forever. You will not have any problem in getting the citizenship. I will end the call for now. Just listen carefully. Okay. That's about it. No more questions. We'll go to the next call.
All the way best. Thank you so much. Thanks for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Rahul Garu, you were about to say something, Andy.
So there is something called, what I said is that the guy answered yes to all the question. Okay, it's not, he's not misrepresenting anything though. It's just a mistake, clerical error. Those things can be corrected. So one time, when I started my law practice back old days ago, there was a provision that if you come to the country before a certain date, you'll automatically get the green card.
Oh.
You automatically get the green card. Then this guy comes into our office and says, what is this amnesty? I said, if you come before the country, then he says, I came before that time. Well, I looked into the I-94, but you did not come before the country. Your I-94 says this. He took the I-94 from my hand. In those days, it was paper I-94. He just corrected the date there and says, look, Rahul, it says this.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Of course, if I represent that, that is misrepresentation. Wrong on me, wrong on that guy. But if the guy said yes to criminal, yes to everything which he did not, and I'm representing that guy, it's okay. It's a clerical error.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that much.
I said at that point of time, I was just starting practice. I said, like, I need a drink.
And a new client at that point. Oh my God, that's scary. All right, quick question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Court Ran. Says, if all EB visas are utilized for fiscal year 22 as stated by USCIS, can we expect all getting GC by the end of, till the end of 2014 priority date?
Tera muh mein ghee aur shakkar. Hopefully your words comes hopefully the things will come out the same way. When we looked into the data of the amount of 485 applications that are left out in the first quarter, Nitya Garu, there were only 250,000 green cards that are pending in the first quarter ending. First quarter ending was December 30th of 2021 though. So so they adjudicated only 35,000 green cards and there are 250,000 green cards pending. So if this guy, ghee and shakkar guy, that I will put in, ghee and shakkar in his mouth if that happens, is that yes, all 2014 also should get the green card though. And it should move to 2015 if they adjudicated all of those applications by the end of September 30th. And the things in October onwards, things should move on because all these guys, old guys, 95% of them, there will always be 5% left out because of some technical other reasons. If 95% of these people at least will get the green card though, the priority date should move beyond 2015, starting from October. And that's the effort that we TV Asia guys are trying to do, is forcing you guys to write letters to the congressman so that we can utilize that. But hopefully so they will do it. They are doing a very good job. Let's see the results, how it comes in. If they do it, things should definitely move to 2015, starting from October.
Okay, great. Awesome, Andy. Let's take our next caller on that note. Caller with phone number ending in 3890. Caller with phone number ending in 3890. We're ready for you now. Please press *6 Andy to unmute your line. Hello? Hello, sir?
Hello. Can you hear me, Andy?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Rahul Garu and Nitya Garu. Thank you for taking my call. I worked from company A to company B in 2020, Andy. I have EB-2 with company A priority date January 2015. Company B reinitiated the process and it is in recruitment stage now. I got I-140 copy through the FYA. I checked the status online, it's still active. And also I checked with my previous company, company A, if they can file the 485 if my date becomes current. Company A said they will file the AOS, but I need to join within the 3 months of filing. If not, they will withdraw the I-485J. My question is, does company A has right to withdraw 485J? If yes, really they will do it.
It's not 485J, but yes, they can withdraw the I-140, they can withdraw the offer, and that's going to be devastating for you though, because it is within 6 months after they file the 485. My question to you is that what is your problem? Why can't you go there? They're telling you have to join them within 3 months. You join them within 3 months, work for 4 months, and then move on to a different company. Then you will not be the audience of this TV Asia. You've been following us very good. You filed the freedom of information. You contacted the old employer. You've been doing very good following. I mean, I don't know whether you followed it or not, but you're a very perfect follower if you were our follower. You did very good. The best thing I suggest you is that go back to the company. There you go. That's you. You're doing everything smart. Now this last step, you do it, and you just say 4 months after you join, you're out.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. And then, man, if I were in your position, if they tell me to roll like a dog, they're going to give the green card. I will. Believe me, I will. Sorry
okay,
for that.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, to my current job is full time, so I just hesitate to go back.
I know, but it's worth getting the green card faster than full time. I like Nitya Garu, but I don't want to listen to her for my life issues when I want to travel. I don't want to listen to her questions every week. I like her. I may write letters for her, but I don't want to follow her every time. So you want to get rid of us? You should try to get rid of us. If you are our audiences, you should try to get rid of us.
That's our goal. Thank you, Andy. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling, Andy.
Thank you.
Well, that was a very, very interesting set of questions and answers today, Rahul Garu. You seem to be
he contacted the old company. He filed the freedom of information. He's doing very good. Everything.
Exactly. So as of this week, so we see that we still have a lot of questions still coming in and a lot of callers still waiting. But I know it is getting very late there in Prague for you as well. And it is getting late for us here as well. And we're all out of time, unfortunately. But not to worry, we'll be back. Same time, same place next week. Rahul Garu, thank you so much, Andy. And hopefully next week you'll be back in your cowboy land and Mata. So we'll take your calls from there. And to all our TV Asia viewers, have a great week and we'll see you again same time, same place next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitika.
Thank you, sir.
Test Prep Pundits, a synonym for success, and a home to top 1% scores. Congratulations to Gutha Mandala for achieving SAT score 1570, Farah Khalil 1540, Kunal Varma 1510, and many more top 1% scores.
Join our summer premier SAT and ACT program. Pay now. Start in summer and get 40% discount.
Contact us, info@testpreppundits.com, or call us 844-383-7844. Visit us, www.testpreppundits.com.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి గోల్డ్ ప్రామిస్ తో కురుస్తోంది బంగారు నాణాల వర్షం. గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్ ఆభరణాలు కొనుగోలు చేసి బంగారు నాణాలని ఉచితంగా తప్పకుండా పొందండి. త్వరపడండి. మీ దగ్గరలోని స్టోర్ కి వెళ్లి ప్రత్యేకమైన జ్యువెలరీ కలెక్షన్ ని ప్రత్యేకమైన ధరల్లో పొందండి. కేవలం మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ తో మాత్రమే.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్.
Hire international teachers who are well trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour, or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info@Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం TTA ఆధ్వర్యంలో న్యూజెర్సీ కన్వెన్షన్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పో సెంటర్ లో మే 27 నుంచి మే 29 వరకు మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ నిర్వహించనున్నారు. మత్తెక్కించే మాటలు, ఆకట్టుకునే ఆటలు, పల్లవించే పాటలు,
కన్నులాంటి కన్నులున్న చిన్నులాంటి పిల్ల ఐ లవ్ యూ హారిక నీ ప్రేమకి జోహారిక,
రూతలూగించే నృత్యాలు మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి ప్రత్యేక ఆకర్షణగా నిలవనున్నాయి. రసమయి బృందం జానపదాలు, పల్లె పదాలతో అలరించనుంది. మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి సుమా రవి తమ యాంకరింగ్ తో మరింత ఆకర్షణ తీసుకురానున్నారు. రాక్ స్టార్ దేవిశ్రీ ప్రసాద్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో ప్రముఖ గాయని గీతామాధురి, గాయని గాయకుల బృందం సంగీత విభావరి వీణుల విందుగా వినిపించనుంది. సుస్వరాల సునీత గానం మరో ప్రత్యేకం. కప్రిషియో బ్యాండ్ బాజా మోగనుంది. ఈవెంట్ లో నవ్వులు రువ్వే అదిరే అభి, రాకెట్ రాఘవ, జబర్దస్త్ కామెడీ షో స్పెషల్ అట్రాక్షన్. కమనీయంగా రమణీయంగా యాదాద్రి కళ్యాణం నిర్వహించనున్నారు. TTA స్టార్ హంటుతో పాటు ప్రేక్షకులకు కనువిందు చేసే ఎన్నో ప్రత్యేక కార్యక్రమాలు మీకోసం. మెగా కన్వెన్షన్ కి తెలంగాణ అమెరికా తెలుగు సంఘం TTA అందరికీ సాదర స్వాగతం పలుకుతోంది. For more details, please visit www.ttaconvention.org.